From Jack the Ripper to Ted Bundy, one disturbing truth keeps repeating: serial killers overwhelmingly target women. But why? Is it opportunity, hatred, or something far darker hiding in human psychology? This is one of the darkest patterns in true crime history. For over a century, women have been the primary victims of serial killers across the world. These crimes go beyond murder. They're acts of control, fueled by misogyny, vulnerability, and society's failure to protect the most at risk. Tonight, we're uncovering why women are so often the chosen targets and what this terrifying truth says about the world we live in. Throughout modern history, one disturbing pattern has remained tragically consistent. Serial killers disproportionately target women. From Jack the Ripper in the late 1800s to modern predators like Ted Bundy, Gary Ridgway, or the Grim Sleeper, the majority of victims have been female. The question is why? Why are women so often the chosen victims in these horrifying crimes? Part of the answer lies in opportunity and vulnerability. Women, especially those in marginalized groups, are more likely to be in situations that expose them to danger. Working late hours, living alone, relying on public transportation, or being engaged in high-risk lifestyles, like sex work. Predators often see these circumstances as openings to strike without being noticed. But the issue goes deeper than circumstance. Many serial killers are driven by misogyny, control, and rage. Their crimes are not just about killing, they are about dominance and dehumanization. Some killers project personal failures, rejection, or hatred onto women as a group. They choose female victims because, in their distorted psychology, women symbolize what they fear, hate, or cannot control. In the case of killers like Bundy, the act of murder was intertwined with sexual violence, making control over women the central motivation. There is also the cultural and historical backdrop. For centuries, society has too often treated women as less valuable, and that bias sees into the criminal justice system. Many of the most notorious killers preyed on women whose lives the system overlooked. Sex workers, women of color, women in poverty. Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, openly admitted he chose sex workers because he knew police wouldn't prioritize their disappearances. This brutal truth highlights how predators exploit not only individuals, but societal neglect. Psychologically, many serial killers are fueled by fantasies of power and revenge. Women become symbolic targets in those fantasies, whether as stand-ins for a past rejection, a mother figure, or simply the easiest group to exert control over. These distorted motivations turn women into the perfect victim in the mind of the killer, although in reality, they are victims of systemic failure as much as individual violence. The impact is devastating and far-reaching. Generations of women have been forced to adapt their daily lives out of fear, avoiding dark streets, clutching keys as weapons, texting friends when they arrive home safely. The shadow of serial killers has contributed to a culture of caution, where women are taught to survive in a world where they are often the first chosen targets. But the other part of this story is resilience. Families of victims have fought back, communities have demanded change, and the voices of survivors have shaped conversations about safety, justice, and equality. Each case is not just a story of horror. It's also a reminder of the urgent need to value and protect women's lives equally, no matter their background. So why do serial killers often attack women? The reasons are complex, rooted in opportunity, psychology, misogyny, and systemic neglect. But the answer is as chilling as it is clear. Women are targeted because killers believe they can get away with it. And until society changes the conditions that make that belief possible, women will remain the most frequent victims of humanity's darkest crimes. Serial killers attack women, not because women are weak, but because killers believe they can exploit a society that doesn't always value women equally. Behind every statistic is a stolen life, a grieving family, and a reminder that until these conditions change, women will remain the first chosen victims of humanity's darkest crimes. This was Audioman Dark Stories, where the shadows speak and every silence hides a truth.